Hi Ellen, it's Sonia McDonald and I'm the CEO of a company here in Australia called LeadershipHQ. And I've got a really important message and story to share with you. About 10 years ago, I was living and working in Shanghai China. At the time, I had put my career on hold to follow my husband's career, and we took our beautiful 2-year-old daughter over there. And I was lucky enough while I was over there to get some part-time work, but unfortunately, whilst I was there, my whole world fell apart. It was completely unexpected. It was devastating. And I was left in Shanghai, China with my 3-year-old daughter at the time, and I was left a full-time solo mum, and I was left with $2,000 in the bank. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I knew I had to move back home. And I moved back home with that $2,000 to a very crappy car and, lived with my parents, and I had to start all over again. And I thought to myself, what am I going to do? So I put myself out there, and I met someone that worked in leadership development, and he was looking for someone to work on construction and engineering sites. And he said, look, I'm looking for someone to coach and train and educate engineers and superintendents in leadership. And I completely faked it. And I got this job. And you know what? I loved it. I started working on these project sites, and I could see the difference I was making. I mean, these leaders were great at building stuff. They were great at building roads and bridges, but they weren't so great at leading people to build roads and bridges. So working with them as their trusted leadership advisor, teaching them and giving them the leadership capability and confidence and mindset was phenomenal. It made such a difference to them and their teams and to the organisations, and it just made my heart sing. And I started a blog called LeadershipHQ, and 8 years ago I turned that blog into a company. It has been definitely the most challenging thing I've ever done, but it's been the best thing. And for the past decade, I have been inspiring and educating and empowering others to see themselves as leaders, empowering them and inspiring to be the best leader they can be, because leadership isn't about role or title. Leadership is about mindset, it's about attitude, it's about behaviour, it's about action. And I want to create that world. Imagine a world where we all saw ourselves as leaders. And a couple of months ago, I launched my first book called Leadership Attitude. Here it is, How Mindset and Action Can Change Your World. I sent you a copy. I would love to be on your show. I'd love to share my message around this book. It completely rocks. I am so passionate about my purpose. I'm so passionate making a difference. I want to create a world where we all see ourselves as leaders, that we all have a leadership attitude. So thank you for listening to my video. Thank you for the awesome work you're doing around the globe. And I'd love to share my message and my purpose and my passion with everyone. I want to see a world where we're leading the way. I want to see a world where we are all leaders, and that we all want to make a difference. So thank you. You can